everybody. You're tuned into the NFL on EA Sports. The Browns have every intention of walking out of today's game with win number 4 on the season. It's the Titans going up against the Browns. For the call, let's send you out to the broadcast booth, where we'll join our commentators, Brandon Gaudin and Charles Davis.
Just off the shores of Lake Erie, we are at First Energy Stadium in a city aptly named after its founder, Moses Cleveland, way back in 1796. This was the scene a few minutes ago. The dog pound in full roar as their Browns emerge from their tunnel. And they're ready to go as they get set to match up with Marcus Mariota and the Tennessee Titans. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. So here come the Browns for their first drive on offense. Leading the troops out there on the field is Cody Kessler, the second-year quarterback out of USC.
And the numbers were not pretty. I mean, they don't look right. When you throw 2 interceptions, no touchdown passes, there's no way to really make that work. But I thought there were a lot of positives in watching his game tape. I think he's close to putting out a good performance. Let's see if he can flip those numbers around in this game. And, of course, rally his team to a win.
This is Isaiah Crowell, and he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. It's a gain of 10, and the Browns are going to get a first down.
But we know one thing, Isaiah Crowell can run if given an opportunity. Had the longest run in the NFL in 2016, an 85-yard touchdown sprint, week 2 against Baltimore.
This one not quite as long, didn't end in 6, but still a great game. And it drops down incomplete. Thought he might have had it. Instead, second down. Second and 10. Here's Kessler again. And this one complete to Seth Roberts. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a third down.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
That was a good start getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance. This defense is not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. He came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
He punted 3 times in the loss last week as he sends this one away. A good kick, 49 yards, just 3 on the return. And the Titans will be backed up deep to begin the drive as they take over first and 10. On the ground, this is Derrick Henry. And he's brought down, but not before they get it across the 20-yard line. An 11-yard pickup for the Titans and a first down. He was well over 100 yards last week. He told us this week, a little ambitious, said he wants to hit that 200 mark. We'll see.
Makes sense, though, doesn't it? Have we ever run into a running back that had a great game the week before that didn't think that's just going to naturally continue? Just make sure you feed me the football. And that's what they're all about. Continuity, rhythm, number of carries. Just keep giving it to them.
That O-line, they cleared a big hole there on that run.
The athleticism of offensive lines continues to evolve, and we're seeing it here. Not only are they controlling things right at the line of scrimmage, but they're able to get upfield to get to what we call the second and the third levels. You know, get to the linebacker spot, the secondary spot, getting all the way downfield with their blocking, which helps keep the running back clean.
They'll try to continue that trend here this afternoon. They'll try to throw now. Mariota. And he rifles one incomplete. Rashard Matthews, the intended target. And it's 3rd and 5. Working out of the gun, Mariota. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off with great anticipation. And he'll score. Touchdown, Browns. So a dangerous pass over the middle into zone coverage, and it bit him hard.
And what's really difficult when you throw it in that direction and versus that zone, that means the linebackers have gotten to their spot, gotten their heads back around, and they can see the quarterback and everything in front of them. And they took big advantage of it, went the other direction, excellent blocking, and picked up a touchdown.
Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post, because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. They'll start on the ground. It's Derrick Henry. And not a whole lot doing there as he'll get it up to about the 28-yard line. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down. So we'll look here at the key inactives, and we got this list before the game down on the field. And they tell us the same thing every time, don't they? Next man up.
No excuses. Be ready to play. That's the mantra of every organization. The key is having guys on the roster who are capable of filling in and playing at a high level. That's when you know you've drafted well, scouted free agents well, and stocked your team just the way you're supposed to. For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
He's got the rookie first-rounder, Corey Davis. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this into enemy territory across the 40.
Brandon, so many times we see the crossing route start as a quick hitter, but in this play, he had time in the pocket and waited for him to clear going across.
A first down carry for Henry. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Another big hitter there. This one good for 18.
Well, they came into this game saying it was important that they set the tone and show that they can run the football. I believe that they've done that here in the first quarter.
From the red zone now, Mariota. This will be caught just inside the 10. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. Another nice gain, 16 yards there and a first down again. They go play action here on first down. And it's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Tennessee. DeMarco Murray, his second touchdown on the season. And the Titans are an extra point away from tying this thing up. Good bounce-back drive right there through the pick on drive number 1. Drive number 2 leads them right down the field into the end zone.
Agree totally. Excellent bounce back, tremendous poise, confidence never lost. And obviously he transmitted that to his teammates as well. What a really nice drive.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. And the Browns getting set to go and hoping to do better than they did their last possession when they punted the football.
Appeal to the vanity of your offensive line. Tell them that they control your fate. Leverage guys. Win the line of scrimmage. If you do that, you start to win first down. You win second down. And guess what? You start accumulating first downs. And that's what they need in order to not punt the ball again. Well, he was looking for some running room, and there wasn't a whole lot of it there on that play. I think he was lucky to get a couple of yards out of it because those defenders, they were rallying to the football pretty quickly.
Now Kessler. And he's out of bounds, able to take this one up to the 35. 8 yards on the pickup there, and it moves the sticks. And the offense lining up 1st and 10. They'll run with Crowell. He'll be dropped shy of the 40 despite an excellent display of footwork. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down. Tough running there. That's a hard-earned 4 yards.
Yeah, those are the unsung kind of runs. They don't fill up the stat sheet, but they do set you up in good position on second down.
On second down, here's Crowell. Quick feet by Crowell. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 14 yards, and it's a Cleveland first down. Getting the sense, Charles, they're going to put a big emphasis this afternoon on the run game.
And why not? What we're seeing so far, it's working pretty well from them. And here's the best part. We always talk about the best performers do their job when the lights come.
Blitz coming, and down he goes. Avery Williamson. In from his linebacker spot. He's able to drop him for a loss of about 10. Partner, we had their game last week where they had 6 sacks, so a little bit more momentum here again in the first quarter.
And last week it appeared that they were coming out of sprinters blocks, chasing the quarterback. So how do they continue that? How do they keep making it happen? Different looks, different disguises, different angles that they chase it.
They were so disruptive last week. We'll see what the trend is here as we go forward. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after first and second down. Went backwards. It's third and very long. And that is incomplete.
Are we on the same page here, partner? Because I think they have the right idea. Just take what you can get on third and forever.
Yeah, in real life, I'd say yes. It's just these video games are tempting. You want to go downfield with it.
I like the way you've evolved. Yeah. You know, you've learned how to play it the Madden way.
And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline. And this will carry out of bounds. Where are they going to spot it now? At about the 18-yard line, it looks like. And we spotlight Derrick Henry now. A tough challenge here in this one. We'll see if he can duplicate the numbers on your screen that he put up last week, up over 100 and a touchdown.
We're watching tape to prepare for this game. One thing you noted that I totally agree with, great complimentary piece in the last game. You know, they're able to throw it pretty well. He ran it exceptionally, and they hope to continue that same formula in this game.
Complimentary with an E, not an I.
That's my English teacher right there.
Mariota on the delay to Henry. And the window closes quickly. He'll only get up to the 22-yard line. Just a 1-yard pickup there, and it's going to make it third down at 6.
Back-to-back runs, I'd say that encompassed maximum effort for minimal gain.
Minimal yardage, and now they're going to need something more than minimal on this play coming up. Mariota, and able to find Decker. 23 yards on the play. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on third down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times because he can trust you being in the right spot, and they connected there and picked up a first down. That's a good play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball. Held them to a gain of 2. And that changes the playbook a little bit now for the guy calling plays. 2nd and 8. Now he's got to probably think about going to the air instead of maybe staying with the ground game.
And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. 6 yards on the pickup, and it'll be third down. Mariota. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
You absolutely have to have this early on, right? 3rd and short, they elect to throw for it, and that's normal NFL football. They're going to throw on 3rd and short, but you've got to hit it, don't you?
Yeah, in the first quarter, like you said, it's set. And look at this, it's a fake. And this is incomplete. A huge gamble, and it does not pay off. They fake the punt. It doesn't work out.
Anytime a fake doesn't work, we usually focus our attention on the guys that were unsuccessful. But how about the defensive guys? They have to plan all week. They have to prepare all week. Special teams, they look like they were educated for that one.
Educated on their toes and getting a big stop. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Well, if the coaching staff's doing a good job upstairs, they'll file away what they just saw from the defense right there. They sold out to stop that running play. I'd say keep that in mind. They want to try that again. Go play action, hit him over the top.
And now they're going to get him down right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, so that doesn't help. Now they're looking up at a 3rd and 9 situation.
When you try to create space for your running back, the first thought is how physical is the offensive line. Sometimes it's just positioning. On that play, it didn't matter about positioning or being physical. The defensive front, yeah.
And the defense has it covered. It's intercepted. It's the rookie from USC, Adoree Jackson. And he'll take it across midfield to the 46-yard line. Well, why do you go out and spend a first-round pick on a defensive back? Plays like that, the rookie gets his first interception.
Exactly right, and you're trying to limit the number of plays and offense runs. You're trying to limit the number of possessions they have. And he was a guy.
Derrick Henry all alone. And he's finally taken down, and it's a big gain there on what will turn out to be the final play of this first quarter. So they pick up the first down after the run, and now they approach for the fresh set. Now Mariota. They find some open field here. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. First down, Titans, gain of 12. They'll run it now out of the gun. And Henry's hit. He lost the football. And this is picked up by the Browns. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. So the defense, they're opportunistic.
It's nice to give them credit, isn't it? Because so many times it's more a matter of what the offensive guy didn't do. Didn't secure the ball, didn't cover up. In this case, let's just give credit to where it belongs. Knocked it free, made a big play.
And he's going to be taken down here at about the 10. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Nice job by that defensive front there to hold him to a short gain on first down. Well played, I must say.
Yeah, only getting 1 yard. There was no room to run. Now Kessler got his man complete over the middle. It's Gordon. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down.
Many teams, as soon as they spot man defense, if they haven't called a hitch, they'll get to it as fast as they can. They want to put the ball in the hands of one of their best playmakers and hope that he can break a tackle on the outside and go for big yardage.
A screen complete to Crowell. And he's got the first down yardage before he's brought down at the 42. A big chunk on the ground there, 27 yards.
Let's give a little credit there. The offensive play caller sensed that the screen pass was available. Whenever you're getting a lot of heavy pressure towards your quarterback, that's when you're thinking about running the screen and using that pressure against the defense. And it worked very well there for a first down.
Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down.
We use the word relentless a lot with guys who are aggressive on the field. In this case, it really fits, doesn't it? How about his ability to break tackles and his feet never stop moving?
They keep it with Crowell on first. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
That was a really nice play, be able to stack that one up. When they get back in the huddle, he's got to tell his guys up front, great job. They kept people off of him, allowed him to run free, and make the hit on the runner.
Filled the gap nicely, kept him to just a 1-yard gain. On 2nd down, Johnson. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. It'll be a loss of a yard, and it'll be 3rd and 10.
Count me as a little bit surprised by what we just saw there, because this has been a pretty long drive, and normally you think that wears down a defense. In this case, looked like the offensive line let them down a little bit.
Yeah, allowed the penetration and the ability to stuff him for a loss. Toward the sideline, it's complete, an athletic grab, but still well short of the first. 2 yards is all they'll get on the completion. It's 4th down.
I do have to admit, I like it when it all comes together. When the top part, catching the football, right, whether you're catching it with your hands or cradling it, comes together with the legs, in this case the feet, doing a little toe tap to stay in bounds and complete the catch.
And a great job by our crew on the camera shot. Love when you see the grass or on the field turf, those rubber pellets flying up. Great catch. They begin with Henry. Up past the 25 to the 26, a gain of 5.
Partner, I think from our experience together, we have learned that most offensive coordinators are going to tell you, if I'm going to run the football on first down, I've got to get at least 4 yards. They got 5 here. They've got to feel pretty good about that one.
Going deep here for Matthews. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. A little too aggressive defensively, and the flag comes out.
And no one trying to cover is going to like a call going against them, but you have to like the effort there. Went for the interception, just unable to get it, and the flag did come out.
Derrick Henry, and he'll take this one down to the 36. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Not much happening there on first down.
I thought there might have been a hole for a split second.
Yeah, but it dried up pretty quickly, didn't it? Closed fast.
On On second down, here's Henry fighting his way down to about the 35-yard line. Just a couple on the ground there, and that's going to bring up third and about 6. Now contact up front as penalty markers come in. Who is this against?
Encroachment defense.
So 5 yards there as one of the big guys up front moved.
And in a 4-3 front, you've got the 2 defensive tackles right near the football. I know there's a lot of movement around there, but they're always taught to have one eye on the football. Apparently, that didn't happen.
And he's got a man, Corey Davis. So they get 6 on the pickup there as the drive will continue. Mariota on first down. They set up the screen for Henry. Only able to work it to the 20 after the nice broken tackle. Only 3 there on the screen at second down. Under 4 to go now as the clock runs and they come up on second down. Throwing is Mariota. Buying time to his left. Shedding through the defense. 6 yards there off the scramble, but it'll still leave him with a third down.
Okay, he's not going to get the first down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
They run it for the first time with a backup Murray. And he goes backwards here, losing yardage back to the 16. It'll be a loss of 1, and that's going to bring up a fourth down. Fourth down, Mariota. Forced out to his left. He can run for it, and he will. And he'll slide down to avoid the contact. The decision to go for it pays off, and now they're set up first and goal. Now they'll run. Murray. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be second down.
And thus far in this NFL season, no touchdown scored for him, and he's not going to get it on that play either.
Now a second down throw for Mariota, eluding the pressure right. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Nate Orchard coming hard that time. He's able to run him down for a loss of 12.
Second goal, last thing you need to do is get pushed backwards to take a sack. But he couldn't find anywhere to go with the football, had to eat it, and ended up on the ground.
Now Mariota. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on third down.
Pass interference. Defense.
So the pass incomplete in the end zone, but contact and pass interference.
And now where does the ball get placed?
At the 1-yard line.
1-yard line. They gave up excellent real estate on that one. That's going to work really, really well for the guys who threw it.
Murray. And no signal yet. I don't think he got in. He didn't. They'll mark him at the 1. No gain on the play, and it's going to be second and goal. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Now we've got movement up front. I think this is going to be on the Titans.
False start. Offense.
And that'll be accepted, of course, and that moves him back 5. And a really long drive here, and it goes on and on. Second down, Mariota. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
The one thing that I've liked defensively is that they've shown him a lot of different looks here in the first half. They've come after him. They've sat back. I think that's what you need to do to keep an offense guessing.
And they certainly have kept them on their toes. That's why they haven't had much success on the scoreboard. Third and goal, Mariota. Escaping, and they're going to get to him. A sack. Sack back at the 9-yard line. They converted once earlier on this opening drive, but now comes a big test. 4th and goal. From the shotgun, it's Mariota. So a minute 56 to play in this first half. More from Cleveland after this. A reminder that coming up in 2 minutes, we'll check in with Larry Ridley in Orlando with highlights and analysis of this first half of play.
And I'm going to check in with a heater.
I'm going to be right there with you, partner. Connects it to Roberts, right side. He's at the 40. Past the 20. 10. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. Seth Roberts, 91 yards. And the Browns have taken the lead. And I think it's safe to say we won't call many touchdown passes longer than that this year, partner.
No, I would agree with that totally. And right now, you're looking at an offensive coordinator. Conservative would not go next to his name. Risk taker, definitely, because he valued the opportunity to create a big play against what could have been disaster if they end up getting sacked or fumbling the ball in the shadow of their own goal line.
A reminder later tonight, a game some folks have had circled on their calendars since the schedule came out in April. That's the Super Bowl rematch. Falcons, Charles, at Foxborough to take on the Patriots.
Super Bowl 51.5, anyone?
Then on Monday night, that's no slouch either. An NFC East battle between the Redskins and the Eagles. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion.
Seeing that play and understanding just how tough it is to cover tight ends, especially the ones running around the NFL nowadays, makes me glad I didn't make it in that league. I would have a really...
And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. And now a timeout called defensively by the Browns. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. Mariota will need a big play after the sack as the Titans come up 3rd and long. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to have the first down yardage to the 35. An 11-yard pickup for the Titans and a first down. First down now, but the clock continues to move. Here's Mariota. And he's got Decker left side. The Titans going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the first down. So here we go, 1st and 10 now. From the gun, Mariota. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. On 2nd down, Mariota again. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. The Titans efficient passing on this drive. There's another first down. Henry will get it. He's been busy today. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. Mariota now on 2nd down. And that is incomplete. They were looking the way of Decker that time, and it's 3rd down.
All right, need you to check my eyes here. This entire unit defensively, I think, has looked really strong in the first half, especially in the secondary. They've been cohesive, fast to the football. We just saw another example arriving there to help knock that one away.
Throwing, Mariota, and that's incomplete.
The effort's always going to be there. Everyone's always going to try and make a catch, but underthrown balls, I think, are the toughest ones to come back and get because usually your momentum's going in the opposite direction when you're trying to stop, break, and come back and get it.
Now Mariota on 4th down. And this is going to be incomplete. The Titans try it, but ultimately they fail on 4th down. And this Browns defense stands tall. Well, that's the 4th time that they've tried to go for it on 4th down. They've only converted once, Charles.
And obviously not a good percentage. And if you're going to go for it on 4th down, you think that you've got the right play dialed up. You can't be stopped. Your momentum's going to keep going. But 1 for 4, that tells you...
And this throw will be intercepted. Adoree Jackson with his first NFL pick. There he goes right side. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown.
Now, that was a beautiful play. A pick 6 How would you punctuate something like that, partner?
What do you mean, with an exclamation mark?
Exclamation mark, a big word. What would you do with that?
Ampersand?
I like it.
So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And now Cleveland geared up to take the field. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
And a nice run past the 30-yard line there. And before this second down play, we'll get a whistle, a signal, and a timeout, as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half. Now Kessler throwing on second down. It's caught by Clive Walford. The Browns will quickly use their third and final timeout, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half. Now Kessler on first down. Over the middle, complete. That's Gordon. And he'll get it out to midfield. Let's say, yeah, they'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. And now a timeout defensively after that first down play. So they're going to make this offense sweat out half number one. And you see the clock almost empty, so this is likely the last play in the second quarter.
All right, here we go.
Final play of the half. It's Kessler. And he's going to go down. Couldn't get a throw off with the pressure. Maybe that was for the best, as that brings us to the end of this first half of play. And Larry apparently very brief in his report. Thanks anyway, my man, as we're already set for action. On the NFL scoreboard, an update from Los Angeles. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line. It's the Rams that have grabbed the early lead. And we'll keep you abreast of how that one shakes out. Second half begins with a run by Henry. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. No gain on the play. It'll be second down.
And there's a nice stop for the defense. They've had a tough time containing this guy all game long, but maybe they can build a little bit off of that play, a little bit of confidence, a little bit of momentum. Yeah, every now and then you can actually tackle that guy.
Airs this out for Matthews. So the long attempt falls innocently to the ground, and it brings up third.
One of the toughest things about playing defensive back is pattern reading, trying to figure out what they're doing. And on that one, they had to fly, just sending a guy downfield with the in route accompanying it, what people call a dagger route, trying to hit the guy underneath after the clear out. In this case, though, they're not able to get it done.
Yeah, they said forget the underneath route. They went for the guy on the fly, but as you said, incomplete. Give them 16 yards there, a Tennessee first down. Mariota gives to Henry. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain on the play there, second down.
And that's one of the few times they've been able to contain him. He's had a heck of a game, and maybe he's getting a little bit tired from how many times he's carried the ball. But I always think back to what all those old coaches say. The ball's not that heavy. Keep carrying it, kid.
And here's another tackle made at the line. So they're converging well on the football now. Back-to-back stops make it 3rd and 10.
But he was stopped on that play. But he's had plenty of carries all afternoon. Every now and then the defense is going to win one, but I don't think they'll shy away from handing it to him the rest of the game.
And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down.
Well, no second guessing the call here. It was 3rd and long, so throwing the football was probably the smart play to try and pick it up. But they don't get it, and now the defense goes off the field feeling pretty good about themselves, gaining some momentum as they force them into a likely punting situation.
And not what he was hoping for there, as this will hit in the end zone for a touchback. They begin with a run by Crowell. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
It's real easy to say this running game needs to be better, but the reality is they've been given little time to actually find a place to run the football. It's almost like the defense is there on the handoff.
They'll run it again with Crowell. And he'll get this one across the 20, but only up to about the 21. Give him 2 on that run, and they're still left looking at a 3rd and about 9 to go.
Tough day. Tough sledding right there, and it's been that way the entire game. Not a whole lot of room to ramble for him.
Yeah, you're right. It's been that way all afternoon. Didn't get a whole lot better there. He's got his man on the crossing route. A good pickup there for the Browns, 15 yards. First down carry now for Crowell. They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
On second down, here's Kessler. Caught the tight end Walford. That'll move the sticks for the Browns, a gain of 12.
When this offense can get their tight ends involved, they can move the football. Here, a nice route, able to look it in, and picks up the first down.
Looking to throw on first is Kessler. Throw left side to the tight end Walford. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. Give him a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8.
I think it's okay there. They didn't get a whole lot on that play, but it's nice to have a safety valve that's built like this guy. Big target, guy you can spot pretty easily. Put it on him when your other targets aren't open.
Kessler firing quickly here, and that's complete. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down.
Well, if you do read man coverage, Brandon, the drag route's a pretty good one to run against it because you're running away from people on it.
Again, it's Kessler. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he's able to pick up the first before he's taken down at the 27. The Browns passing game finding its stride. They've got another first down.
Of course, the catch was nice, but how about what happened after? Able to stay on his feet and gain all that additional yardage. So many of these slot guys, I think, have running back in their background.
And unable to connect on the long pass. It falls down incomplete.
They may be snapping the ball near the goal line, but all you're thinking defensively, keep them out of the end zone. Force the incompletion, force them into going for 3, and not giving up 6.
This is Crowell. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. That'll move the sticks for the Browns, a gain of 12.
It's really come into vogue to talk about the different gaps that the defense tries to attack in an offensive line. And most of the time we're talking about blitzes. How many times have you heard double A-gap blitz? Well, where is the A-gap?
And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland. Ricardo Lewis, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Browns have moved out in front. And there they got him the ball. Just get it to him, let him do the rest.
You know, he probably said that to his quarterback as he broke the huddle. I like the play call. Just get it to me. I'll take care of the rest of it.
Helping out his rack, right? RAC.
Run after catch, and he loves that, and he's going to carry that in at contract time.
Adoree Jackson on the return. And he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line. Here comes Tennessee as they get set to take the field. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
Play fake to Henry. Now Mariota. And complete to the tight end Walker, right side. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face third down. He's been quiet today in the passing game, just his second catch.
Yeah, and people have to come up with schemes to limit him. And what a lot of teams do, they'll double him, use a linebacker underneath, a safety over the top. Sometimes they'll just take a corner, maybe their third corner if he's a bigger guy, and put him on a man-to-man to try and limit his touches. Just keep mixing it up, give him different angles, different looks, like a good boxer does.
On fourth down, they snap it to Mariota. And he's got a man, Corey Davis. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line.
We always hear about guys wanting to make plays that quiet a crowd. Yeah, after that one.
Here in the third quarter, they were hoping to get the stop, get the football back. Not the case.
What a completion on a fourth down play.
Boy, that's a lot of sirloin steak to be taken down for no gain, partner.
Are you trying to suggest that he is a huge man?
He is
not just a big man, a huge man.
Big boy.
Well, how about the credit then for the defense to be able to chop that big tree and put him on the ground?
I know. Now a clash of bodies here, and it's intercepted. Picked off. It's the Pro Bowl corner, Joe Hayden with it. And he's able to get it back to the 41-yard line. So their woes on offense continue. That's the second pick thrown here in the third quarter.
And we know it was ill-advised, but that was an opportunity to help them get back into the game. Instead, he throws another interception, and now
under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Avery Williamson in there to get him his second sack now of the afternoon.
Well, that play was the very definition of fast, quick, and in a hurry. Suddenly, he was there.
Yeah, blink of an eye. That happened fast and a big sack. On second down, Kessler. That's Njoku over the middle. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field.
Holding offense.
That's on the guard, Kevin Zeitler, first-round pick back in 2012. After the penalty, it's Crowell. A very good move, but for a relatively modest gain out near the 32. Give him 6 on the run. It'll be third down now with still a long way to go to get to the first down marker.
Frustrating for a defense, energizing for an offense. Finding a way to create that type of yardage in your running game, that'll make the guys carrying the ball very, very happy.
Oh, he's got a little daylight. And he is hit pretty hard from the side as he's knocked down at the 41-yard line. They do get 10 back, but still a ways to go on fourth. Here's Britton Colquitt now as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. Elsewhere, a third-quarter score. Now, you saw the score at the bottom of your screen a moment ago. We got a good one going on there. And we'll keep an eye on that one as our game goes along here. Call it 46 yards on the punt, just a single yard on the return as he was covered quickly. And it'll be Titan football. To Henry. And able to get this one out just shy of the 25 at the 24. 13 yards is the pickup for Tennessee and a first down.
I know anytime you watch a team run the ball really well, there's some pinball effect, people bouncing off of each other. There's also some things of beauty in there, and you see these nice, explosive, strong runs. And this guy, he knows how to carry the football really well and continually wants the football. Why? He knows the offensive line's going to give him great effort, and he gives great effort himself to finish off runs.
Encroachment, defense.
So step off the 5 yards.
Yeah, partner, you know, defensive end, he wants to get into the offensive backfield. He wants that get off to be as fast as possible. A little too quick on that one.
After the penalty, it's Henry. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. That's going to be a 6-yard gain. It leaves him with third down and just a yard to go.
And there's a run to be happy with. Good, solid yardage. He'll take that anytime you hand the ball to a back.
It's Titan football here as they trail to begin the fourth quarter. So it is third down now, but less than a yard to go. They'll try to run for the first with Henry. And he's taken down at the 43, but not before picking up the first. 9 yards on the pickup there, and it keeps the drive alive.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the fourth quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down fourth quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently.
There's definitely contact there, but it's the fourth quarter of a kind of tight game, and sometimes the officials just say let them play. Kind of like your mom used to with you and your brothers. Just take the broom to you and send you out to the backyard and tell you to settle it yourselves.
I like that, yeah. There was contact. I don't know, like you said, enough to warrant the flag. It was close, though. That good for 19 and a first down.
When you run a screen pass really well, you got to like the look of it because so many parts come together to make it work well. The offensive linemen, where they're faking people out, the back slipping out there, catching the football, then all of them going together as one unit downfield. A really nice pickup.
And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down.
That's very well timed there defensively because it's not a bad throw, but the collision came at the exact time he was reaching to bring in the football. Really, really well done.
Decent offense, just better defense. I think you're right. And a big collision there as he winds up flat on his back. It's a gain of 6 on the play, and that'll lead here to a third down. This will be the 8th play of the drive here. 3rd and 4. Working out of the gun, Mariota. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. The number 1 overall pick, Myles Garrett. And that's going to make it 4th down. Desperation time. Mariota on 4th down. And no, it's incomplete. The Titans try it, but ultimately they fail on 4th down. And this Browns defense stands tall. He'll have a tough time living that one down. It's one thing, Charles, to drop a pass. It's quite another to drop it on 4th down.
And so many teams work on that in terms of locking in on those key downs. You know, I've seen, you and I both been to practices where we've seen, hey, 3rd down situation, big 3rd down alert, lock in here. 4th down play, make sure you focus just a little bit extra. It didn't pay off in that situation.
Here we go.
On 2nd down, here's Kessler. And that is incomplete. He was trying to get it to Seth Roberts. And that takes us from 2nd to 3rd down.
I know our vantage point might be a little bit better way up here, but that looked like an ill-advised throw to me. I didn't see anything open, and this play just didn't look right from the beginning.
It did not. I thought he might get outside and just chuck it away. Dangerous pass, incomplete. Now Kessler, and he comes back with one complete. And he will have the first down as he gets this to the 47. Call it a gain of 7, and it gets him a new set of downs.
Couldn't just sit on it here, could they? Had to throw the ball on 3rd down. Got the big completion in the pickup. Fresh set of downs now. They've got to feel great.
And defensively, a backbreaker. And he'll get it down on the play to the 37. That one good for 10 yards. And it'll be 2nd and very short. Now, I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely. You want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop?
Rush coming, and he's taken down. Derek Morgan coming on the blitz. He gets him for a loss of 7.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
On 3rd down, Johnson. 2 yards on the pickup there. It's 4th down. So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. This to make it a 2-score game. And this is off target to the left. Didn't get there anyway. It's no good. And this score will stay right where it is.
Well, this winds up an empty possession. Everything looked okay. He just never got the ball on target. And knowing him, he'll be disappointed with that effort.
To throw Mariota. That's brought in by Davis over the middle. A good pick up there of 20 yards. And the offense moving quickly to the line. First down, Mariota. They set up the screen for Henry. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down. Second down, Mariota. Steps away to his left. And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line. Give him 7 there on the tuck and run, and they're in better shape now for third.
And we have to give credit to him for buying time and extending the play. But, you know, there's some really upset defenders on that one. They thought that they had him. Instead, he was coated in Teflon and got away.
On third down, Mariota. Hard throw, incomplete.
That one didn't quite make it to the target, but that's not always a function of the strength of the arm of the quarterback, is it? Sometimes there's just too much pressure there. In any case, the ball doesn't arrive.
Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And that is incomplete. The Titans try it, but ultimately they fail on fourth down. And this Browns defense stands tall. Well, certainly not the way that they were hoping that possession would end, failing to convert on fourth.
And now they've got to make sure that they keep their poise, they keep their confidence. Just because it didn't work once doesn't mean if they get that same situation later that they shouldn't go for it again. The defense feels great, but the offense, they can't be despondent.
And when do they start thinking about burning these timeouts? They've got all 3 still defensively.
To me, you have to start right now. Here's the time, and that means you've got to stop them on defense, not give up the yardage, use your timeouts in order to get the ball back and try and score yourself. But now is the time to start using those timeouts.
And keep in mind, it'll also stop the clock at the 2-minute warning.
I like a guy who understands the situation. I also like a guy who you look at him and you say, that looks like a guy who knows the coach is going to say, guess what? You drop this one, you'll be carrying around the training facility for an entire week.
Maybe flashback to high school or college, carrying it around campus, right?
The old gauntlet drill, right? Anyone get the ball out while he's sitting in class and bring it back to the coach? He's in big trouble.
Throwing is Kessler on third down. A little dump off for Crowell. Whoosh. Oh, and now he bowls him over. A big hitter there. A first down gain of 26 yards. Around the NFL, they're in the 4th now in Green Bay. And probably the only thing he did wrong there was go out of bounds, nursing this 4th quarter lead. You want to stay in, eat the clock.
Yeah, you got to love the effort, the catch, the extra yardage, but you got to know the situation.
And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. And the Titans going to signal for a timeout defensively. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. Crowell. And he'll take this one up close to about the 45. And his defense here going to burn their second timeout. But you can also factor in another timeout that they'll get when the clock stops at the 2-minute warning. Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long. From the gun, it's Kessler. And able to catch it on the left sideline, but they're going to rule him out of bounds. So it'll be incomplete. Certainly one they'd like to have back as it brings up 4th down. A 3rd down, he tried to stay in bounds, did all he could. He caught it, but was led a little bit too far.
Yeah, and that's always difficult, isn't it? Because you know half of your body is trying to stay behind while the other half is reaching out, trying to catch the football. The top half worked. It was the bottom half that was in question.
Derrick Henry trots back out there and gets ready to go. And there are the numbers. Got off to that torrid hot start. We thought he was in for maybe a career day. Not the case.
No doubt about it. It almost looks like a misprint after what we saw in the first half, but let's give a little bit of credit to the guys on our side of the ball. They went in at halftime, made a few adjustments, and you know what else? They didn't lose their confidence in their ability to play. Because a lot of times you get beat down in the first half, it gets ugly in the second half. They've come out with a new resolve and a renewed determination.
Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo. Now it's a bootleg with Mariota. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Good positioning, and it's picked off. And his guys are going to get the football at the 37-yard line. So the Browns in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They've got a 1st and 10 as they look to try and finish this one off. On the run, it's Crowell. And he's swallowed up right near the line of scrimmage. And now with 1:52 to go, we get another pause in the action. A timeout here defensively. Offense looking to avoid a 3rd and long. It's 2nd and 10. Again, it's Crowell. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down.
And this is why the head coach gets paid the big bucks. Look at where they are in this situation, partner. Do you throw the ball here in a long-distance situation? Do you run it again and trust your defense and make sure you take care of the ball and punt it away? What kind of options do you have here, and what do you trust more on your team?
Yeah, they may have just pushed him back into that throwing situation. We'll see.
So where'd all that running room that he had in the first half go? Because it looks like it's drying up a little bit here. Someone made some adjustments, it appears, at least on this drive.
And that one's not going to get there. Not enough juice. An ambitious effort, but it's well short. And this score will stay right where it is. All right, so then instead of a 2-score lead in the waning moments, that miss means they're going to need to sweat this one out after all, partner.
Nothing comes easy in this league. That could turn out to be a miss of disastrous proportions. So now they need to call on their defense one last time to bail them out.
And a nice gain of 21 yards. Back to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete. Now one more shot at it. Obviously, again, they've got to go for the end zone.
Well, we've seen it happen before. How about Aaron Rodgers throughout his career? He seems to pull it off about every other week. But if I'm the defense, I'm rushing the quarterback and making him move away from his throwing arm. That makes it a little bit tougher to get it downfield.
One last shot now for Mariota. He's going to let it fly. And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about.
Pass interference. Defense.
So the game will continue for at least one more play.
Cannot finish a game on a defensive penalty. That's why they get one more untimed attempt.
One final shot. They'll look to throw. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Well, Charles, an absolutely thrilling finish there at the end. Down to the final play. Got it close to the goal line, but couldn't punch it in.
How much fun was that ending, though, for us?
We were standing up.
I had to. You had to get out of your seat for that one. That close to the goal line? Oh, that was fun.
So for the Browns, they move back over 500 now at 4-3. And they'll get to stay home again next week as the Minnesota Vikings come to town. Meanwhile, for the Titans, they dip to 2-5 now with the loss. And they'll get an extra week to think about it as the midseason bye might be coming at just the right time.